Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am going to do a video of my recent plant hauls. There's going to be quite a few Hoyas because I love Hoya so much. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into maybe just what I got today. And the first thing I'll show you is this lipstick plant. My friend told me it's a kind of lipstick plant pagoda, but it's often so as black pagoda, which it's not, which I thought that's what I was getting. Look at the underside of these leaves. I really have fallen in love with lipstick plants so much. They're just so easy to take care of and so beautiful. So I want to have more and more of them. My friend told me the name of this lipstick plant. Let me just check what she said. I had such a good time at the nursery today with Wolfie. It's really nice to get out there and talk to people. Okay, so she did some research and said this one is called Longicalis. I'm sure I'm butchering the name, and that the flowers would be green instead of orange red ones, as opposed to the black pagoda flowers. So that would be really neat to see once it starts blooming. So I got this one today, and recently acquired a couple jewel orchids. One is Makota Patola, and the other one is called I can't do it. Anyways, this is the one that I got today, the jewel orchid. I've had the other two for maybe 3 weeks now, and they've been doing pretty okay in my care. So, and I love how they look so much. So when I saw the nursery is selling more different varieties, I just really wanted to pick another one up. And this one, the leaves is kind of really velvety and dark. It reminds me a little bit of my philodendron micans. So I asked Dustin, the guy here, but not, you can find him on Instagram or YouTube. He's got so much really helpful content. I messaged him and he's so nice. He wrote back within a really short time. I asked if it's okay to keep this jewel orchid on my heating mat, and he told me to really look into where it's from, because the different varieties are doing pretty well at his home. And his home could go as low as 16 degrees Celsius. So I went and checked the origin for this one. This one, the name is this. Can you guys pronounce it? But do you see Formosa in the name? So it's actually named after the island Formosa, which is Taiwan, which is where I was born. So I was like so glad that I looked into its origin. So I think this one would do actually really well on the heating mat, because Taiwan is really warm, really tropical. Whereas my other Noctochilis jewel orchid, I'm sure I said that wrong, is from the Himalayas. So I won't put that one on the heating mat. I think they would be more used to colder climates, so I'll just let it be. But all of them I will give them lots of humidity. So this is the other one that I got today. And then another thing that I got today, I've been really getting into orchids these days. Fun fact, my mom's Chinese name was actually meant orchid, and I have a little orchid tattoo on my calf to honor my mom, who passed away when I was 10. But I always thought orchid is really hard to take care of, so I just haven't really gotten any orchid. I got one a while ago, and it quickly died. But as I got more into plants, I realized that that orchid came to me with root rot. I have since actually taken care of the root rot for that orchid, and it's grew a new leaf, and it's grew out a stem, another flower stem. It hasn't bloomed again for me yet, but my confidence level in terms of taking care of orchid has grown as I have gotten to know houseplants better. that's why I felt, you know, more confident in picking up this Phalaenopsis today. I'll just show you how big the leaves are first, and then I'll show you her flowers. Can you guys see? She is so beautiful. Yeah, I really feel like she could do pretty well in my home environment, and I hope that I could take such good care of her that she'll keep blooming for me for years to come. So this is super exciting. Orchids are just so beautiful, and if they don't have such a reputation for being kind of hard to take care of, I think more people would bring them home. But I think it really just takes a little bit of research and experience. And also when they don't do well, it could just be because it wasn't a healthy plant to begin with. Yeah, I had gotten an orchid recently. If you saw my Instagram post, an orchid that came actually without roots. If I didn't check the roots when I brought it home, I would have blamed myself for the orchid just eventually dying. But when I took the sphagnum moss apart, I just saw that the orchid had no living roots. The garden center was really nice. They sent me a check for refund, and they're gonna go talk to their orchid growers and find out what happened there. The next one I'm going to show you is a very beautiful Hoya that I've been really wanting to have. She was sent to me from the UK, so she went through a lot to get to my home. So her top new leaves are dying, but the other leaves are really firming up really quickly, and I'm sure she's gonna survive and put out more beautiful leaves. The Australis Lisa. The leaf, look at the variegation of the leaves. It's just such a beautiful Hoya, and really beautiful round leaves. Yeah, I'm really glad I got her. I hope she does well. Okay, the other, I have 5 more Hoyas to show you. Ooh, I don't remember the name for this one. Let me just double check. Names are so tricky for me. Like English is tricky for me. My mother tongue is, I told you earlier, I was from Taiwan, so my mother tongue is Mandarin. I moved to Canada when I was 14, and I am 37 now. But you know, certain words still get me. Okay, let's see. I'm just looking for the name of this new Hoya that I got. Excuse me. I'm just scrolling through my conversation with the seller. Okay, here he is. The Hoya Cumingiana. Look. So adorable. I really didn't think, I mean, like the picture is really adorable, but then it's even more adorable in person. The way it grows, a little bit symmetrical, and the leaves are so firm. It almost feels a little bit like a succulent, as you know, a lot of Hoyas do feel that way. So I hope this one, like, it's gonna grow long and with all these like beautiful symmetrical leaves coming out. Really exciting. The other one is called Hoya ciliata. Again, I really appreciate these like oval leaves. It kind of curves, so it has that kind of 3-dimensional factor to it. And not only that, if you could see, the leaves are really fuzzy. So this is another Hoya that is even more adorable in person than in the photos. Okay, the next ones I'm going to show you, they are kind of rooting in this little make-do greenhouse, and I also keep this on a heating mat. And I dip the cuttings in rooting hormone. I really want to, this kind of moist smell, smells really good to me. Really want them to root for me. The first one I'll show you because I got them also from the same seller. Oh, it's kind of hard to see. It's rooting in, I put them in sphagnum moss and in a little baggie. This is this Hoya serpent. It's really hard to find Hoya serpent here in Canada. So I think she got it from a seller who imported it from China. So when I saw her selling it on Vancouver buy and sell listing, I just really jumped on it and really glad that I got. And it's a really nice cutting too, so many stems. Oh, the next one I'll show you is a cutting of Hoya villosa. It's kind of like, it's almost like it's wounded and I have bandaged them up, but it's just because there are multiple areas where it might root and I kind of don't want to miss out on the rooting opportunity, so I kind of wrap both ends. But the leaves are really interesting. She gave me a discount for this cutting because there is a dent on this leaf, but that's okay. If it roots, you know, it will put out beautiful new leaves. The last item that I'm going to show you, I'm super in love with this Hoya. It's called Hoya Finlaysonii. I want to just look at the leaves. Can you see? It is just stunning. The veining and the ridges of the leaf. Hoyas, there's just so many varieties, and then they're so different, and I just really, really love them. Look. So beautiful. Yeah. Those are my plant haul for the past couple of weeks. It's getting really cold now, so shipping is not really so accessible anymore in Canada. I've been just kind of really paying attention to the Facebook Marketplace, Vancouver Buy and Sell. Sometimes I look into Craigslist, and the plant kind of trading groups on Facebook have been really helpful, but I'm kind of limited to just buying locally right now. But still, lots of really amazing finds. Thank you for watching. I hope this video turns out better, that the sound quality is better than the last one. Okay, until next time.